And overall, the final look I think is really pretty. It's just, I just realized I don't have lipstick on. One moment. Hey y'all, it's Katie. Welcome back to From My Vanity and welcome to a fun unboxing video of a new beauty subscription box that is focused on indie makeup. I am so very excited. I first heard about this through Porcelain here on YouTube, and then also Annette's Makeup Corner started to get them, and I was just like, ooh. Now you guys have seen that I was subscribed to Cara Beauty Box a couple months ago, and they are another subscription box that is focused on indie makeup and smaller owned companies and all that, which I do like. But if you guys watched any of the videos, I wasn't the biggest fan of the things I was getting. Not that they were bad enough themselves, but the products in them just weren't things that I was interested in trying, so I just felt that the price I was paying, even though it was every 2 months, it still wasn't worth it for me to spend that money when the things that I really enjoyed was like 1 or 2 items that usually was under the cost of the box. So I ended up unsubscribing from them, and I decided to try Bijou Beauty Box, and I'm really excited. Now I do have everything that came in the box on my face today, minus the lashes. It's just a bit of a crazy day here, so I didn't put on the lashes, but I will be trying them out. But anyway, everything else I did try on, so I'll get to share with you guys kind of my first impressions and show you guys me applying them. To my knowledge, Bijou Beauty Box is a very new type of beauty subscription service, and I am so excited to continue trying it, and you're definitely going to see a couple more unboxings from me, so hit the thumbs up button if you are excited to see more of these unboxings on my channel. But let's just go ahead and jump right into what I got in this month's box, which this is also, I should clarify, this is the Mae box. Because of COVID and everything going on, they were a bit later in sending out stuff, so this is my Mae box I'm finally getting now at the beginning of June. I don't mind at all. I totally understand things are going on, but I just want to clarify that this is the Mae box. But anyway, the box itself is unmarked. It's just a plain white box. It doesn't have any branding on it, but I did really appreciate that she put this little special touch. She always personalizes this, and I feel like that's just so very sweet and special, and something that they've taken a couple extra minutes to do, and I really appreciate that. To write a name takes time, and to write it on every box is very special. So anyway, it's very beautifully presented and really nicely packaged too. Like the things that were fragile had bubble wrap around it, and then there was a good bit of that paper type of what is that called, tissue paper, that you would wrap a gift in or put in a gift bag. You guys know what I'm talking about. They do have this cute little card that says Bijou Beauty Box on it, and then on the other side it says Mae Bijou Beauty Box 2020. This box comes with 5 products, and it already lists the value of everything and gives you the total retail value. Now I'm forgetting off the top of my head how much I paid for this. I know, I have a great memory, you guys know. But anyway, I'll put it right here. This is how much I paid for this box, and it says the total retail value for this box alone is $84.97, which I think is fantastic because I know I didn't pay that much. So I'm getting a lot of value when it comes to the products. So now let's get into the products, which I am always super excited about. First thing that I pulled out were the brushes. These are from OMFG Cosmetics, and they are the, what is it, 21, 20, and 30 brush. Now I have already used them, hence why they're dirty. The blending brush is very flat. I don't think it will remain flat once I wash it. It's just flattened from being in the packaging, but overall they were nice. They're very lightweight. I wouldn't compare it to like my Sigma quality brushes or whatnot, but the bristles themselves in initial use, they worked well. I thought they did a fine job. I will definitely get good use out of all these products. I like that this one is a packer. I use this on my lid, but this is also a type of brush that I would use to pack on the outer corner like a matte and blend it. I like these kind of brushes. Same here. This is a more flatter type of blending brush I use to blend up into my crease. This is like a pinch type of blending brush that works really well, and then this is a more fluffier but not too fluffy, which I really do appreciate. So the value of this set right here is $20, but I'm excited to continue trying them, and I love makeup brushes, and these are super cute and pretty with a little glitter in it. Very cute. Next, we got a mascara. This is from Ruby Mae, and it's the Drama Queen mascara, which looks like this big chunker. I didn't exactly need a mascara. If you guys watch my Shop My Stash, you know I have a problem with open mascaras, but I wanted to try it out, so I did, and it is a nice mascara. It is nothing crazy. It's got a very chunky wand, but it does a nice job of catching and coating my lashes. It's one of those really good first step mascaras for me. Once I put this on, I like to go with something else. Today, I tried not to, but I did go with another mascara on top just to give it a little bit more after I finished recording that bit and before the final end picture that you're going to see in a little bit. So keep that in mind. This isn't just this alone, but as you see me applying this to my lashes, if you're someone who just likes to coat your lashes, it'll definitely define them, and it didn't take that long. So first impressions aren't terrible. Would I ever repurchase this? I don't tend to repurchase mascaras that are strictly a one-step. I like to look for that mascara that, yes, I can add it with something and get even better lashes, but also in a pinch, I can just use that mascara and be satisfied. And this, I definitely felt like I needed something else. It is really nice, and I didn't even say this retails for $16.99. Definitely expensive, but again, you're getting in a box, so it's very much cheaper than that. And I haven't had any experience with Ruby Mae Beauty and like the brand itself, so this is my first time trying it, but I am really excited because I would never have tried this brand, at least neither of these two products, but I am trying them because I got them in the box and I am having a good time with them. Next up, I got a NYX Cosmic Gel Liner. I was excited to see NYX. I was like, ooh, this is nice. The retail value of this, I'll go ahead and throw out there, is $13. That's kind of pricey for me for a gel liner, but not bad. I mean, I'm just someone who, especially with NYX and drugstore, I'll just wait for a sale or a coupon, but I mean, it's NYX. That's a fair price when it comes to NYX. This is what it looks like, and you guys are going to see in the demo me applying this. It's definitely a very thin type of formula. It's not incredibly opaque, and I felt like it was a little difficult to apply. It just kind of wanted to, I don't know, I didn't want to go on evenly for some reason. It just kind of kept wanting to patch up and almost flake up, but I got everything to lay down. And overall, the final look I think is really pretty. It's just, I just realized I don't have lipstick on. One moment. Okay. A little more presentable. Moving on. But anyway, overall, I felt like I got a really nice look. I'll keep it because it brings something unique to my collection. I don't have this light of blue, so it's definitely something I like having in my collection. I like having versatility and being able to reach for fun things. I'm glad to have it. And like I said, you get it in a box. So I was excited to get this and use something different and new from NYX because I never tried their Cosmic Gel Liners before. Okay, moving along, we also got something from Cara Beauty, which I have seen this brand around. I have looked at a couple of their palettes, but I've never tried anything from this. But they sent these faux mink, 3D faux mink lashes, and this is in the style, oh, 125, right in front of me. This is in the style 125. I was gonna wear them for this video, but like I said, things are a little crazy and I just have a very short window to film today, so I didn't want to mess with trying to put on lashes, but I will be trying them out. They're definitely crazy. They're like one of my crazier pairs, but I want to try them. I think they'll be fun. They'll be something different to try, and it's fun for a video. I would probably never wear these out, but it's, like I said, fun for a video, and these retail for $5.99, which I feel like is a very fair price for lashes, and like I said, I'm excited to try the brand. Okay, I cannot believe it, but we are on to the last product. This is from Mae Cosmetics. Again, they did send the mascara in this box, but this is their Pop Zombie palette. Now, typically this is a palette design that I'm not into. Zombies just scare me, freak me out. I don't like them. So with this picture, I'm not crazy about, but I appreciate that as pop art, so it's not as scary. Like if it was a real zombie, I probably wouldn't have touched it because I wouldn't want to keep it. I don't like zombies. But with it being pop art, it's kind of like, meh, it's not my art, but I don't mind it. So anyway, that's what the front looks like. And then here is the inside. It's so very pretty and fun. And this is totally why I was like, the front cover doesn't bother me that much. I love the inside and I do have it on my eyes. So I'll be showing you guys a tutorial as I talk, but all the shades are really, really nice. They're nothing like intensely pigmented. I didn't see anything like, oh my goodness, this is so pigmented. But overall, I felt like all the colors were very easy to apply, easy to build up. They blended together nicely. Now granted, I didn't use any of these darker tones. I believe Annette used the dark blue. I think she did. I know she used a darker color and she said it was a little tricky to blend out. I stuck to all the lighter tones, but I did use both of the shimmers and I thought the shimmers were nice. They were very easy to put on with a brush. I didn't have to kind of struggle with it. A little bit of tacky base, had them on really easily, and I think they're very pretty. Like, it's a very nice, intense kind of shimmer. It's nothing crazy and wet looking, but it's definitely a shimmery lid color that I like. And I like, once again, there are two shimmers and everything else is matte, and all the mattes are fun and colorful. So this palette has me so excited. I definitely want to try a couple more looks with this palette, and you will definitely be seeing my review at the end of this month, or kind of in the beginning of July is what I tend to do. But I'll definitely be trying this out and creating more looks, and maybe I'll put it up on my Instagram. I don't think I'll do a 3 looks 1 palette just because time, but I'll definitely enjoy using it. I'll give you guys my full review, you know, towards the end of the month after I've tried it. I don't think I said, but this palette retails for $28.99. A little bit pricey, but again, I'm getting it in a box that I didn't pay. I think I paid maybe around the price of this for everything. So I'm okay with that, but I just like to share with you guys the retail value. But yeah, that is everything I got in my box. I hope you guys enjoyed getting to see me apply this to my face as I shared with you guys the products, and also got to see the close-up shots to really get a good look at them. Let me know what you think about Bijou Beauty Box. This first box gave me a really great impression. As I said, not everything in here is a win, but everything in here I was excited to try, and that's what I wanted when it came to finding an indie subscription service. Like, I feel like for the price I paid, all of these, that's really awesome. And like I said, they're all, you know, more smaller indie brands that I'm aware of. I guess I don't know if NYX is indie. I don't know if this is a strictly indie. They're definitely just, they focus on giving you smaller brands. Anyway, I'm excited to be able to try new things, try different things, try things that I wouldn't have bought individually. Like, I don't think any one of these I would have bought individually, but I am so excited to now have them in my collection through this box. So you're definitely going to see more unboxings. I don't know how many. I don't know if I'm going to like subscribe for a year, subscribe forever. I feel like I paid for 3 boxes, so maybe I'll kind of reevaluate at the end of that. But I'm excited and I cannot wait to see what comes in next month's box. Let me know what you guys think of these products. Let me know what you think of the box. If you want to see any of these products specifically reviewed, want to hear my detailed thoughts on it, definitely leave me that down below in the comments, as it helps me know what to make sure I feature and show and give in-depth reviews on my channel, because I just can't cover everything as much as I would like to. Definitely give me your feedback down below. I always really do appreciate it. And yeah, with all that said, that is going to do it for this video. Stay tuned for next month's box. I cannot wait to see what she does next. And yeah, I'm just really excited to discover this new brand and share it with you guys. So with all that said, if you guys enjoyed this, if you guys enjoyed learning about a new beauty subscription service, definitely give me a thumbs up down below before you leave, as it helps me in the whole YouTube algorithm. And yeah, just thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to check out another one of my videos, and I will see you very soon in my next one. Bye guys.